What is the 4B movement and why is it popping up on TV news, magazines, and even here on TikTok? Here's everything you need to know about what it is and why it's trending. Some of the most popular creators on TikTok have already used their platforms to talk about it.
The 4B movement is a movement in South Korea right now where the misogyny and sexism is so bad that South Korean women have decided to opt out of dealing with men entirely. That is not a joke. That is not an exaggeration.
To put it very simply, the movement literally calls for women to opt out of having any kinds of relationships with men unless something changes. So the women of South Korea's 4B movement are not fighting the patriarchy. They are leaving it behind entirely. The 4B movement got its name from Korean women because it consists of 4 rules, and the B comes from the Korean word for no. The 4 tenets are no sex with men, no giving birth, no dating men, and no marriage with men. The 4 Bs. Whispers of the 4B movement started as early as 2017 and started spreading on social media. Many Korean women's accounts of the discrimination they face within their culture is damning. A simple Google search on the topic will reveal endless stories from Korean women who feel suffocated by rampant misogyny, impossible beauty standards, and an abundance of sexual assaults that are pretty normalized. The Cut is a popular American publication, and they just published a story about Korea's 4B movement that puts Korean women's stories at the forefront. And that has really done wonders for Western women who are thinking about following in their footsteps. In the States, the term is surging due to the recent presidential election and people's genuine concerns about body autonomy and all sorts of other things. Korean women have formed their own solidarity network with a big emphasis on protecting their anonymity, either online or while protesting in person. Venting about their struggles, expressing their pain, encouraging one another to stick to the movement and saying no. But is the movement even working? Actually, yes. According to Time magazine, South Korea has the lowest birth rates in the world, and it is expected to continue to decline. While the movement is not the only reason for the birth rate decline, even Time magazine points out that this increasing gender tension is definitely a contributing reason. So what does it all mean for American women? Let's be real. It means the men who are finding out about this movement are pissed, and that's kind of the point. Comments like this one from men who are responding are coming so close to the point, but missing it entirely as to why they want and need women, but they're so enraged by feminism they're willing to reject something that they want and need just to prove their point. You know, that strangely reminds me of something else that was popular. What was that thing called? The male loneliness epidemic?
The male loneliness epidemic that we're about to see, this is the consequence of living in the patriarchy.
And as it turns out, many Western women have already been doing the 4B movement without even realizing it. You can call it whatever you want, but at the end of the day, it really just comes down to this. What do you think?